Hi, everyone. This is Joe Falk, RC Bringer Marketing. I want to thank you for joining us today to learn about a very exciting new manufacturer that we have recently signed on with. The manufacturer is CLR and the CLR Pro brand. Today I have Ryan Butler with me. He's going to really go over the products that are available, walk through some applications, explain why CLR versus what else is on the market, and really give you a good general overview of the full product offering. So over the next 15 or 20 minutes, I'm going to have Ryan really dive into this for you. Before we do that, just a couple of quick things for you. On the right-hand side of your screen, there is a comments section. If you have questions, please feel free to type it in there. It's the only way you'll be able to communicate with us on this particular presentation. But again, I want to thank you for joining us here today. And hopefully this is some good information for you. And with that being said, I'd like to turn it over to Ryan and have him really go through the why CLR and walk through the product. So thank you again. And Ryan, the floor is all yours.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate it, everyone. So like you said, my name is Ryan Butler. I'm with CLR Pro. As we usually say, the power you expect and the safety you need behind us. Pretty excited to be here today because really the reason this all started was for all of you that are watching. Really start with the end users in mind, the people that are using our product every day. And everyone knows CLR, but they know it for the retail sense of things where we started off. We've been around for 52 years as a company, but we've always been on the retail side. And what we've noticed is the success that we've had on the retail side has really bled into the more pro side, which we just launched this past year, or more the industrial space. And that's kind of how it all became really a reality with us is we started getting a lot of end users to call us saying, hey, we've been trying to look for a solution that could help us with our calcium, our lime, or our rust, whether it's just in the facilities, such as the bathrooms, or even in your industrial spaces, such as the heat exchangers, cooling towers, HVAC. They would take this product that they would have under their sink, the regular stuff at home, and they'd take it back to their facility, test it, and it worked well. And what we started noticing is more and more trends started coming for the drums, the totes, the larger applications, and we started this line, CLR Pro, to help provide not just the everyday solutions, but those larger bulk solutions as well. So our slogan that we have right here, the power you expect and the safety you need, really started because we've known our power behind our product. We've known how powerful it is and how well it works. But what's interesting is that when we did our statistics and we looked at everything, most people aren't aware of the safety side of things or how safe our actual product is. It's that specialty product that when nothing else works, people would go grab it, use it that one time, and then kind of hold on to it going forward. But just because it's green and it fizzes when it's an acid onto certain substances such as rust, doesn't mean it's unsafe. And what we like to say is it gets the job done, but the safety behind it's really important to us. So much so that we've been the EPA Partner of the Year for the past 6 years when it comes to our products. So we're recognized as an EPA safer solution. We're recognized as an NSF approved product. Not all of our products, but a lot of our products are made for food grade solutions. And in the facilities that are looking for more of a greener solution or care about their LEED status points, we're also a really good alternative. We understand that there's really 3 environments you need when it comes to a chemical to really get into a facility and help people out. And that's, it's got to work. So it's got to be able to perform. It's got to go through purchasing or procurement. So it's got to make sense. Does it work? And is it, competitive enough, or can we afford it? And then the third thing is it safe enough? So those are 3 completely different ends of the spectrum that our company really focuses on in providing safety, effectiveness, strength, and even price point. So we're happy to say, we provide all these greener solutions. We're readily biodegradable. We're non-toxic. We don't carry bleach in any of our products. And we work. We're the hardworking, safer solution. We say we're always safety without compromise with our tagline down here. And we mean it when we stand behind it. We want to make sure that when you invest in our product, we're investing in making sure that not only does it work, but it meets all the other criteria for your facilities. Outside of that, there is 2 things that really stand out right now that we're getting questions on. And it depends on who you are or what your facility is, but we are a woman-owned business, so we do a lot with the government. We're a minority business, we're a private business, we're a small business. So for anybody that's always looking to purchase from those kind of avenues or those systems, we are in that category that we can help you out. And then the other exciting one is we're in stock and we're ready to deliver. We are American made. We're American proud company, third generation American small private company. But really what this means is we're not waiting for raw materials right now to come from overseas. We're locally sourced here in Illinois, and we're locally produced and bottled and manufactured here in Illinois. So times are crazy, as you can imagine, with cleaning chemicals, but we're able to meet demand and get the product out on time for all of our end users and distributors. The only thing I would say with caution there is everything's kind of revolving around this supply chain with freight. So we'll get it out our door to you on time. We just got to make sure that really there's enough drivers to get it to you guys, but we're ready. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your local rep to ask them specifically what you can try out and what you can get. Outside of that, just a little bit about our product line, our breadth of our line, what we kind of represent. We have a full line that we just launched called the facilities maintenance line of everyday used products in an RTU or ready to use form. We understand with employee turnover and trainings that people need a product that's going to work, that they can grab out of the box, they can spray, and they can go. Time is of the essence. We understand that. So we were excited to launch this full breadth of a line for you guys. It's got everything from multi-purpose cleaners for your everyday use cleaners, descalers to remove those stubborn calcium, lime, or rust buildup areas, to even drain maintainers, because right now we've noticed with slow moving water, slow draining issues, draining is a really big issue in the industrial environment, and we provide a unique, safer solution to that. And then finally, stain removers. And people always think, you know, just staining your clothes. Yes, we help you there, but hard water stains to rust stains, we provide that solution as well to make it a safer, more effective environment. But when we look at our products and more specifically give a top line overview, really we've reached a broad range of the scale. And the scale that I'm always speaking to is our pH scale. From our acids, our alkalines, to our regular base degree or cleaning, which is 7. But when people say, you know, what is CLR, the breadth of CLR, behind me, we always reference the pH scale. And we really start with the acidic side of the cleaning solution. So CLR is a great product for your calcium, lime, and rust remover, but more importantly, it's a pH 3 product. And where we're seeing a lot of traction in the industrial industry is the need for an effective product, but one that doesn't contain really harsh chemicals, such as phosphoric acid, hydrochloric acid, muriatic acid. We're getting a lot more phone calls funneling through to us because even though those products a lot of times work, and I will say they work very well, they're also very abrasive to the surfaces and could really start to harm some of those components that are in your machines or some of the factory parts themselves. So we've always been known for what you see here, the hard water stains that you see in your bathrooms, to the dishwasher lime gunk that can build up, even the shower heads where people will dip it in and see the fuzzing from off the shower head from the calcium buildup. And the other interesting one that we get a lot of times now is after a aggressive winter, especially here in Illinois, we'll have a lot of sprinkler systems that don't appear to be working well because the hard water from the city water will cause it so it can't spray. So we've always been known for these issues. What we always challenge everyone out in the field is if you could see hard water and the visible problems to it, and we tell everybody it's not a question of how, if you have hard water issues, it's a question more of how are you handling your hard water issues, because we know 86% of the US or higher has hard water that they face every single day. So some of the most common issues, there's also with CLR Pro an industrial or a bigger solution for those HVAC systems, for those heat exchangers that get built up, for the pipe work that might start to get choked out, so, or even anything such as cooling towers we help out with. But we're always there to help with those larger bulk systems and the everyday clean as well. So on an acidic scale, we're pretty proud of our product. We've always been known as effective, but what people really don't know about us is CLR is an actual 86% bio-based product. So to spoil the secret ingredient, we're made from a lactic acid, which means that it's not going to be as harmful as the other acids that are out there. And it's going to a lot of times be strong enough to get the job done, but you're not going to have hazmat or containment of that chemical when you're done. You're basically able to flush it 9 times out of 10 down the drain and move on. So a great product for an everyday solution, a strong cleaning solution. We carry acid cleaner in just regular CLR form to the regular restrooms that people have to clean on a daily basis, where hard water is appearing more due to the fact that we have to clean a lot more from the COVID-based environment. So we're seeing a lot of our restroom cleaner as well, where it provides a safer option for the multi-uses that it gets used for, but it's also being used a lot more often, and it's providing that safer but effective solution. On the other end of things, we go to our alkaline cleaners. What are more popular and well known in the industrial environment are your regular heavy duty cleaner and degreasers, your multi-purpose cleaners, the cleaners that really need to get rid of what we call fog, the fats, the oils, the grease, those environments that you really need something strong to cut through and lift it off. And for a while, I've always bragged about my favorite product, which is our heavy duty cleaner and degreaser, which you see is a pH of 13. Just to highlight, one of these products, the heavy duty cleaner and degreaser is what I call the degreaser on steroids. People from industrial. It's a water-based pH 13 degreaser that's got NSF approval that is also biodegradable. We usually see the success of our degreaser line come when nothing else works. And people are saying, you know what? I can't get the job done. I need to use something with an acetone in it or a solvent in it, which then means, yeah, it's going to get the job done. Sure, it's a lot stronger, but then you have to watch it, you have to contain it, you have to collect the runoff from it, and then you have to properly dispose of it. So we always tell people, reach out, let us know your application. It's great for parts washers. It could be used on pretty much a lot of the lubricants to help loosen them off, the NLGI, different types of greases that could be on bearings. But overall, great, stronger, effective water-based solution. And we even highlight stuff as such as our mold and mildew cleaner, where every single facility now is required to have a process of how they handle their mold. This is our fastest mover after some of the natural disasters that have happened these past couple of years, because it's a bleach-free solution and it's a high foamer, so it encapsulates mold spores so they don't keep spreading, so you can wipe it off and remove it. So we have the unique everyday cleaning solutions for the alkalines, the more living or the more common issues that we have out there, all the way to the acidic solutions. And then the newest ones that we have, trying to provide more safety behind what we have, is our regular neutral based cleaners, which is the same pH as your hand, pH 7. We started with this innovation because this is kind of where the trends are going. But the common question we try to ask everybody, or we get pretty much asked, is how do we ensure that surfaces are staying clean long enough, or for long enough, if we can't always return to that? We offer pretty much two unique solutions that we were pretty excited and that seem to be moving pretty well for us. Our first one is our probiotic everyday cleaner. One of the common things that you'll hear out there now is take a probiotic for good gut health or for your health. And what it basically is a good bacteria that we put into our sprayer. So when you spray it on the surface, it will clean the surface and remove what you need off of it. But what it does, it leaves something behind, and that is a good bacteria that will crawl into the porous surfaces, the cracks, the grout, anywhere that bacteria needs to go. It will look for other bad bacteria and keep fighting that bacteria or removing it, and it will keep cleaning and removing for up to 3 days. Odor, especially odor, comes from bad bacteria expelling foul odor. So to have a good bacteria to keep fighting and working is a great solution. Common places that we always challenge people to think about this is obviously the restrooms, especially of sporting events or universities, schools, where you may not be able to always be there, but there's a foul odor that keeps coming out of it, obviously. So to have something that you can clean, get the solution done right away, but work while you're not there is a great solution behind this. And the other product that we carry in that category is our bioenzymatic drain maintainer. This one's pretty unique, pretty fun to sell, pretty good to have a solution for every facility out there. But we understand that drains are a very, very big concern right now across the board, especially for slow moving drains, which can expel bacteria from that drain back out into the water or the surface of the plant. So what we've came up with is a longer term, more sustainable solution. And we've taken that success we've had with our regular probiotic cleaner, put it into a drain maintainer. So when you introduce bacteria into your drains, your lagoons, your ponds, your septic systems, your lift stations, that bacteria after 30 days will remove around 65 to 75% of what we call fog, fats, oils, and grease, to better help it maintain proper drain flow throughout the year. We have a couple food grade facilities that use this now. We have a lot of the government that uses it. And being that it's a pH 7, most of your drain your drain cleaners are about a pH of 14 or 15. And I always tell people, don't believe me, go onto YouTube, look at some of the videos. Those are really harsh, not just to your pipe and your inner workings, but it could pretty much break down your pipe work over time. So here we offer a more unique, sustainable, long-term solution that's going to keep working while you're not there. Outside of that, we offer a whole wide range of solutions, but for any of your questions, I mean, our big things that we always tell our end users is we're ready to use. We want to make sure that it gets to you, you know what you're doing with it, you know how to use it. We're a quick and easy solution, but we're also a safer opportunity for you. And then, you know, we think that we're just as good as most of our competitors out there, but we want you to give us a try. So for any questions, please reach out to your local RC Bremer rep. Ask him about, you know, some of the opportunities that we carry. We have a wide breadth of line, a wide solution of line. We get into different avenues and territories, but we want you to try it out. We think seeing is believing. And if you can see our product, spray it, give us some feedback on how it works, but also let us know what's the surface, how are you applying it, where are you applying it. We just want to be able to get you guys a good, better, best to try out and see how it works for you. So that being said, that's the CLR Pro line, the safety and the power you expect. Any questions or?
Yes, there are a couple questions that came up. One of them is on the sizes.
So size-wise, we have everything down to your regular day spray bottle application and pretty much all the way up to a 275-gallon tote. We don't carry it in the bulk sizes for everybody, but we obviously, someone wanted a restroom cleaner in a tote form, we can make it happen, but we pretty much carry everything in probably 6 to 5 different various sizes. Just depends on what you need. I'd say 1 gallons, 5 gallons, and our 32-ounce sprayers are our most popular.
One question came in about the difference between CLR and the CLR Pro.
CLR and CLR Pro. So it's interesting. That's a good question. About a year ago, we've made the switch that our retail side of the business is now called Clear, because unfortunately, most people just think we carry one product, CLR, when we have an entire breadth of the line. So if you see retail commercials, you're going to see where they're saying Clear now. Our side is more the CLR Pro. Right now, the formulas are very similar. The CLR Pro side has just a little bit more of lactic acid than the retail side, and that's really due because our sizes are larger. The CLR size is a 12-ounce bottle. I think that's pretty much it. You can get a gallon. Ours are going to be from 32 ounces to 5 gallons, 55s. So it does contain a little bit more lactic acid than the retail side.
Another question that came in is, what do you recommend stain removal on concrete?
Stain removal on concrete, that's a good one. So it depends on what the stain is. If it's a rust stain, you need to use CLR. We have a couple of those with bridge manufacturers, and or not manufacturers, but people that work on bridges. But if it's anything like an oil-based stain, you're going to want to use our heavy-duty cleaner and degreaser. I will say what's kind of frustrating when it comes to the degreasing side of things is you definitely want to let it soak. So whatever is stained in there, especially if it's anything organic such as dirt, grime, grease, use the heavy duty cleaner and degreaser, but don't just pour it on and then wipe it away real quick. Let it sit there. Our directions will say give it 10 minutes to 15 if you can, and you'll see it really start to come up. But it's one of our more common ones with our heavy duty cleaner and degreaser. It's a good question.
The last question that came in is, will the CLR Pro line be available to the general public or retail world?
No, the CLR Pro line is only going through professional distribution. We understand that there's a major difference between industrial end users and then you're just everyday person, homeowner. The difference is you guys have EPA knock on your door. So what we want to make sure is we create a product that we can always stay on track of with our SDS sheets, MSDS sheets, EPA regulations. So you're going to have to find it from a local distributor, an industrial distributor, to get that, but it will not be in the retail channel anytime sooner, from what I'm hoping, anytime. So it's another good question, though.
Perfect. All right. Well, that was all the questions we had. We kept it to just under 20 minutes. So if you have any needs for samples, please, again, reach out to your RC Bremer rep. You can send an email to our customer service at rcbremer.com. We can get you that. You'll all be receiving a copy of the recording, so you can review that for future reference if need be. And other than that, I want to thank you for the time. Appreciate Ryan coming into the office here to give you a great overview. And with that being said, thank you again so much and have a great day. And we'll talk to you all soon. Take care.
Thanks again.